Yeah, it's on. All right.
Okay.
It's got 8 seconds on it. 9, 10, 11.
So today we're gonna talk about Trainspotting.
Woo! First time that we are discussing a film with my cousin Alberto, and he's like the only friend, one of the only friends that I know that actually likes movies. Kind of in the level of me. But today we're talking about Trainspotting.
Woo! From director Danny Boyle.
Danny Boyle.
It is a Scottish film that was actually nominated for some Oscars.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It was nominated for an Oscar.
Nominada el primero Academia Oscar R.
Nominada al premio Oscar.
Premio Oscar.
Al premio de la Academia Oscar. Okay, now this film, like, what do you like about it?
Well, let's just start with the plot.
Okay, so the plot. This is about heroin addicts, basically, and they're in Scotland. And they're one guy, Renton,
who's
Yeah.
just played by Ewan McGregor.
yeah, is trying to quit heroin, and his friend, I think, is Sick Boy.
Sick Boy is
Johnny.
Johnny Lee. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
I'll put this in later, right there.
Yeah. Well, basically, they come out they stop doing heroin, and basically at the same time they all stop doing.
Yeah, they all try to stop doing it, but they just keep doing it. And then Brenton's trying to get rid of the addiction, but his friends are like making him do it. Bigby, played by, I'll put the name right there. I don't know most of these actors, so but yeah, Bigby isn't exactly a heroin addict.
He's more of a bipolar guy. He's more bipolar.
Yeah, he's a bipolar person who just likes to beat up people, and that's basically his addiction.
Yeah, beating up and not knowing what to do.
Not knowing what to do.
Not knowing how to control his temper,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys are interested, check out the movie right now. Now we're going to go in full spoilers. So if you haven't seen this, I highly suggest that you check out this movie before. Come back to this new video so you have 2 little tidbits of entertainment. All right. So let's talk about the first thing. The first thing I wanted to mention was baby death. The baby death to me is just really, really dark because it's like
cause
the death, like the baby carcass just looks really like
real.
It's real, and it's
it is.
It's a sad
rotten.
thing.
It's all green and
and
rotten.
and it's sad. Like
Yeah.
it died of
It's
neglect, I believe.
Yeah,
Neglect. It was just.
Yeah, and also that's how they figured out who the dad was.
Yeah.
Which was
The Sick Boy.
Yeah, Sick Boy.
Yeah, and then like out of that event in the movie, there's this part of Sick Boy who just wanted to like not care anymore.
And also, the baby died because of because the parents didn't really pay much attention to it.
Yeah, it was like it died of neglect basically, and one of the things that sticks out most to me is the humor in this movie because it's tackling such a sensitive topic like heroin and addiction. It's like
yeah,
it's
they
hard.
take such a light take on it.
Yeah, it's like it's a dark comedy and it works for the most part, especially in that one scene where I forgot what his name was. When
Renton?
No, not Renton. The guy with the glasses. You know how he was talking in the interview?
Oh yeah.
And then like he wakes up after having sex, or before having sex, and then he falls asleep, and then he wakes up, and then just crap is all over his bed.
And then he goes to the kitchen.
He goes to the
and
kitchen.
he's like, where exactly is the
washer?
the washroom? And then the mother of his girlfriend is like, no, don't worry, I'll take care of it. I'll wash it. He's like, no, I believe. And then like after pulling it after a while, he's like, fine. Then he lets it go.
He lets it go,
and then like crap
just spills all over the place. It's
pretty funny.
It was really funny. It was one of the most shocking moments in the film too. But definitely stand out. Yeah, I think everyone who saw it laughed. Yeah, but the standout scene for me is when Renton's parents have him locked up. I think my parents are here. When Renton's parents lock him up in his room or in their house or something like that.
Yeah, and, in their house, and he's just imagining about a bunch
like
of things.
all the things,
all
like
the things that he like his friends.
Like it
he
starts
also sees a baby crawling
up the doll. That was one of the things where I was like, this is a pretty good movie, and it's a strange,
it's
weird, different movie. Yeah, it's like I haven't. This is like the weirdest, most unique movie that I have seen.
Yeah,
personally.
that's actually one of the reasons why it got so much attention.
Yeah, because it was like
England,
different.
it was
yeah,
different from.
And they're actually they're talking about filming the sequel Porno, and they're actually based off books, which is actually interesting because I found this out a couple of weeks ago. But Ewan McGregor basically said that he'd be willing to continue the story because the book Porno is actually 10 years after Trainspotting's. And so basically, I don't remember which of the characters is trying to make a porno, but one of them is. And it sets 10 years after Trainspotting's, like I said. But if they were to film 2016, then it would be 20 years after Trainspotting. So, that'd be interesting. So I like to see a sequel, absolutely. So.
Oh, and also one of my favorite parts of the movie is when Vincent discovered that he had sex with a 16-year-old.
Yeah, 16-year-old. Yeah, when she walks in and she has the schoolgirl outfit, I'm like, oh, dude, you are in a mess, dude.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
and
that was
also
funny.
the girl was telling the guy if they don't see each other again he's actually gonna call the police.
Yeah, it was. It's pure genius.
Oh yeah, in the beginning, he tells about everything about what heroin does.
Yeah, like it's like get a life, get a car. Well, actually, do you want to start with the quotes now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
favorite quotes.
All right. So my favorite quote from the movie is, "I want a hit." Like it's just so funny. Like it's just awesome.
And in that scene, he is getting drugs from this other guy.
Yeah.
Well, we have candy right here. In his hand. And,
yeah, it was like there were pills.
And apparently, it's not enough to get a hit. And yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, and then
then he like sticks it up his butt.
And then he sticks it up his butt, and then afterwards, he goes and he like
heroin makes you constipated,
and then after he's like, oh. And then he goes to like the worst toilet in Skyland. It's just horrible. The toilet is disgusting.
Flush. It does not flush.
It's not flushed.
The ground is disgusting. The seat is disgusting.
Yeah, and then
it looks like the water is not even clean.
And then when he actually does when he starts getting rid of all this stuff, he realizes that the pills are still up his butt.
No, that the pills went down it.
The pills went down it, and then
with it, so he just searches in the toilet with it.
He starts searching in the toilet, and it's just
like and then like afterwards. This is really creative, and it's pretty funny. He dives into the toilet, and then like just goes and it appears that he's like into like
in an ocean or something.
Like
and then when he grabs the pills, he's actually like, yes, condenser.
Yeah.
It's just moments like these where it's like it's better off if it's not explained.
Better.
Honestly, yeah. Is there anything else that we want to talk about?
Oh yeah, one of my favorite quotes is when he's like, "Oh, I need to get off that shit." He's saying that. Oh, I'm gonna get off heroin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing the sick boy method, and that's when sick boy. He sees that sick boy did heroin again, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention about this movie is that there's a lot of cultural references. Like near the beginning, there's a lot of opinionated characters in this movie. And they're having a conversation about some artists that are, relatively okay when they're starting out, but kind of suck now. And only people like him because, it's cool to like them, like artists like Elvis Presley. And it's those kind of references that I absolutely love in movies. And it makes me feel like this world is actually real because it actually has real movies and real artists and, stuff that's relevant for the time. And, there's also they also talk a lot about Sean Connery in the James Bond movies and Pussy Galore. Do you remember that? When they talk about Pussy Galore and the James Bond movies, I've never personally seen any of the James Bond movies, but I've only seen part. I've
seen part of one. It actually looks pretty cool, but it's James Bond Casino Royale.
Casino Royale.
Yeah. I saw that in Tijuana. It was on the TV. So yeah, it was in one of the channels. I think it was Golden. It was
GoldenEye.
Yeah, Golden.
Yeah, GoldenEye. Is there anything else? Oh yeah. Another thing.
And right before he said I need to get off that, one of the mother of the baby, and Sick Boy, which is the father of the baby that died. They're both like Sick Boy's gonna inject the heroin into the girl. Then he's gonna get injected by their dealer, I guess.
Yeah. And then it's like. It's interesting too, because like they tie it up and then they
they use a belt. They tie it up and like they hit the vein, and then they like just inject it.
Yeah, like it's these kind of things where it makes me wonder how people can actually do these things. Like, how it is like
how they live. Stuff like this.
I've never wanted to try heroin like ever in my life, and I still don't want to. And this movie's just like. Yeah, you really
this movie
shouldn't.
says that you should not do heroin for
like at all.
Any reason or any type of drug actually.
Yeah, any type of drug. I mean, like it makes smoking look normal. Like it
looks smoking look child.
It makes it look like childlike. You know, it's just it's a completely effective way. Oh yeah, also the ending of the movie. You know how at the end he's like, oh, I'm gonna get a better life, a better car. I'm gonna have kids. I'm gonna have a wife. And then as the camera's panning to his face, it's all blurry. And to me, that demonstrates, it's kind of like, he's not sure if he's actually going to get rid of this addiction or not. Do you think he did, or did he not?
Well, he probably did if he stopped hanging out with his friends.
Yeah, if he stopped hanging out with his friends, obviously, because his friends are a big influence. And when they were in the truck to go get the drugs, or they were going to go sell the drugs?
They had drugs with them.
Yeah, they had drugs.
They were going to go to, I'm guessing, London?
London.
Yeah, because they're in Scotland. They have to, like, cross the border to England and go to London.
And they're on a train, and then he's in the bathroom. A bus, yeah. They're on a bus, and...
I think Renton actually does heroin in the bus.
Yeah, he does heroin. He's like, there are final shots, and there are final shots. And, like, it was the last shot. But that last shot, like it keeps me thinking to this day, like, is he still doing heroin or not? Like, I wonder if he got rid of that addiction or not. Like, it's just, I don't know.
And also, what made me surprised is that because they actually got a bunch of money for that, they got 8,000 pounds or 16,000 pounds, and they each got a share, and because there were 4 guys that went to sell this. Mm-hmm. And so each guy was gonna get 4,000 pounds for their share.
The drugs, yeah.
And Renton actually at night and when they're all asleep, he grabs the bag and I don't know what the character's name is. I forgot his name.
I keep forgetting his name.
Yeah, is this guy?
Yeah.
He woke up and saw Renton.
Saw
Renton leave with the money, and Renton was just like, shh.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody.
Then at the end of the movie, he actually returns the 4,000 to him.
Yeah,
because he's actually like the nice person.
Yeah, I think if there's anybody that was a good influence on Renton, it would be this guy. And if he got off heroin,
I think
if these 2 people got off heroin, they'll be okay.
Yeah, I think it was Renton who was influencing him to do drugs and stuff. But I was actually really surprised on how this movie ended. But after a second viewing, I was like, yeah, Big B and Sick Boy really don't deserve it because they're really big douchebags. They're completely unlikable when they come into
Big B is sort of like this.
they're just assholes. Like, it sucks.
Like when
he's like smoking. He's like leaving matchboxes outside.
Okay, he gets mad for anything. Like even one of the guys that died of a heroin overdose said that Big B was just somebody who is not good at anything, so he just tries to find somebody to blame.
Yeah.
And like one time they were playing pool and like the guy was trying to miss the shot and he like
went through it.
And they went to like the corner, then to like a side and like all the sides. Then they like at the last moment hit the ball and went in the hole.
Yeah.
And then when Big B tried to do it, it hit
temper issues. And then he just
because one guy opened like a bag.
Yeah.
Then like afterwards he was just like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah. He's like he has obviously like anger issue problems. He has to have like some sort of like.
I just remembered. What? Remember that part when they were like in the bar in a balcony?
Oh yeah, when he throws
a cup of like whiskey or something.
Or a shot or something.
Or
and then it hits
a woman and it looks like it shaved her face off.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang.
Yeah.
It was that actually made me laugh a little, but also feel bad for the person.
Yeah, like it's one of those movies. Like I said,
it changes your life.
And it changes your life, honestly. Like I'll never do drugs after this movie.
Like the person being a wallflower is sort of like this also.
Yeah, it is sort of like this, where it's dealing with, sensitive topics, but making them a little bit more lighthearted. but at the same time really
making
effective.
it humorous.
Yeah, making it humorous, and you know, I mean, like the first thing, the thing for me, the thing that makes a movie great is
making it humorous.
Making it humorous or being self-aware. The thing is that I really do like films that are self-aware and they know exactly what they are, and
they are actually focusing on topics of the real world.
Yeah, the real world topics.
Because you guys might not know, but we are dealing with heroin addictions, not only in the United States, but actually everywhere.
Like everywhere. I mean, like this.
And it's also been proven that heroin is actually the easiest accessible drug to people.
And it's sad too. I think it's illegal now, is it?
Yeah, it's sad.
It's illegal.
I think it's always been illegal because they were actually doing it like from the underground.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say or talk about the film?
Oh, there's
There's a lot of things we can talk about this film. I swear. It's gonna be like a 40-minute long video. I'm gonna check how much the time is. I told you this was gonna pass by. It's already 17 minutes.
Yeah, we were gonna sit, and I was like, no, we can stand. Yeah, because we all feel so energized of talking to the movie, we won't want to sit.
Yeah.
We'll be standing up
I actually think this is actually better, like standing up, not just
you're
sitting down.
feeling
It's
your
like,
excitement.
oh yeah, this movie was great.
Because you can't go like, oh yeah, this movie was great. You have to be standing up to show the excitement, you know?
It's like, this movie was great.
They like point to the camera, this movie was great. What made me laugh is when there was like this sex scenes of like a bunch of different people.
Yeah, a bunch of different people. I like the contrast.
It was pretty funny. There was like 4 different couples.
4 different couples, yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 that who actually had a sex tape of.
Yeah, two of them were actually having sex. The other 2 didn't. So.
Yeah, actually one couple. Yeah, it was actually the scene. One couple actually didn't have sex because
they're looking for the sex tape.
No, they were looking for a sex tape, and then the other guy was too drunk.
Was too drunk, and then he obviously pooped himself.
Yeah.
And then that's where the scene with the freaking blanket.
Yeah, that too. It's Anthony Renton and Diane, I believe is the name.
Yeah.
They do have sex. My rating out of 10, I will say, there's probably a 9.5.
9.5. Why?
Well, there's like some things. Yeah, that's how
like, you haven't seen the movie.
She hasn't seen the movie.
I know.
So. Like, snap and show this up here. Yeah.
That was really bad.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Okay, my score out of 10. This is honestly a 10 out of 10 because it is one of my favorite movies. It's very comedic.
For me, there's just like this one little thing that was missing. I don't know what, but
what was it?
I think it was missing. Well, it is.
Stop zooming in.
Yeah, well, it's actually close to a 10 out of 10, but it's not quite there.
Alright.
I think because I haven't seen a movie that exceeds expectations.
This definitely exceeded my expectations. Like
I already, my brother told me about this movie a tiny little bit, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be cool then.
Yeah. Alright, so we gotta end it here because it's kind of going on too long. So definitely let me know if you guys have seen this movie. Please comment your
comment down below.
Comment down below what you guys thought about this movie, your rating, and if you guys want us to do this again, we will be discussing. What do you want to discuss next?
It can be traffic.
Traffic. Alright, so we'll be discussing traffic. So thank you, Alberto, because I would have never have seen this movie without him. And it's one
you should say my brother because he actually told me about it.
His brother. So thank you, Alberto's brother.
It looks like I'm pointing at my groin.
Yeah. Comment down below what you think about the movie. Please like, comment, and subscribe to me, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be too long. And yeah, bye.
And also, sorry for the ugly face. Oh.
Bye.
Slugs and guts.